wanted to touch her. That was literally it. I just wanted to touch her.
Dada.
And so they finally, mama.
Don't distract. Don't interrupt it. She almost said it.
Oh my God.
Hi family, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I know we've been sort of MIA for a little, and we've just had a lot going on.
It's been a really rough past year, so here we are. Oh gosh, okay, so we have a baby. Of course you guys know that. Her name is Aury Bella, and she is the most beautiful thing I have ever laid my eyes on. Like, I'm obsessed.
The whole experience was just an up and downhill battle, but when Aury finally got here, it felt like finally crossing the finish line, so it was amazing.
Let's talk about the birth. Did you just hear her?
Yeah, I did.
Let me check the camera. Vincent's gonna go check on Bella because she just woke up. But we now have a 5-month-old. She is just a joy to have, and I couldn't imagine life without her at this point. Obviously. But I will say that she was a surprise at the very beginning. And now I absolutely love it here. So I ended up having a C-section. Vincent.
So we've gone through the birthing process. Baby's here.
The C-section birth.
And that was an experience of its own. People have been very kind and accommodating. A lot of people came off genuine about concerning Brianna and the baby. So it feels good that people do care. We're exhausted, especially Brianna.
Let's rewind a bit. The entire pregnancy we prepped for a home birth, preferably a water birth. We had a doula, we had a midwife. We were totally prepared for a water birth. During the pregnancy, I actually had fibroids. I've talked about it a little bit before, but not in depth. Hi, mommy. So yes, I had fibroids. I was learning the hard way about the fibroids, and my doula and midwife did let me know that, like, towards the end, if I start to see complications, then it would be a good idea to schedule a C-section. We didn't plan for complications. We planned for a water birth. We had everything here at the house for the water birth. I still did have my other doctor, which the doctor's office doesn't really like that. Like, if I told them I had a midwife, they would be like, they could ask you to leave their practice. But I don't know, I was trying to stay cautious. I was taking precautions, and so I kept both. Towards the very end, probably 3 weeks before I actually gave birth, I had false labor. And Vincent was like, I just knew I was in labor, and Vincent was right there by my side every single step of the way. I was having contractions, and they were terrible. So it was really reassuring that he was there during that time, but it hurt so bad. Yeah, it hurt trying to get you out of there. And I feel like she was trying to come out at that time. I had a fibroid that was blocking like my birth canal. So she wasn't able to come out on that day. So fast forward to a few weeks later, my midwife and our doctors let us know that after having an ultrasound that the fibroids were blocking the birth canal, and it would be very hard for her to get out. Or if we did decide to push, she would come out with, like, maybe she'll have some trauma to her head or trauma to her shoulders. And if she were to get her head out, that, like, I didn't want to risk it. Like, yes, I wanted to have the birth that I wanted, and I wanted Vincent to have that experience, like being able to see Bella come out, and possibly Mom came in town to kind of help and just to reassure me that it was okay, because I think she knew I didn't want this. The doctor knew I didn't want this. My midwife, my doula, Vincent, like, what's wrong?
She agrees with you. That's what it is.
She does agree with me.
Oh. Oh my God, it's hilarious.
She's smiling about it. Oh.
She's like, you gonna get this.
That's your first poop.
You wanna film me? You gonna get a whole taste of this.
Did that feel good?
Mm-hmm. Ah.
That's what she's saying. Ah. Huh?
You look relieved.
Her face still scrunched up. Look.
We didn't want to go the C-section route, just because of all the negative things that come with that. We wanted to actually have the, natural birth experience. That's just what we had in our mind. Obviously, number one was safety, making sure that both the baby and Brianna are safe in the delivery process. So we had so much, it was just crazy. There was health and safety concerns.
Yeah.
So we just had a lot of back and forth, and oh man, it was crazy.
It was like really rough. But like come the day of the C-section, or actually the night before the C-section, I was all prepped and ready. I had my bag packed. Vincent had his bag packed. We were like ready. And then all of a sudden, Cookie got sick.
I just had a feeling, and I actually was trying to get Brianna to reschedule the C-section because I thought that
something was
all of a sudden Cookie being sick, and Cookie was literally sick hours before the surgery was going to be done. So I'm like, is this a sign that we should wait?
We got to the hospital around 11 a.m. and they put us in like the gowns, they prepped us, told us everything about the surgery. I didn't know you had to get an epidural for a C-section. Whew. That lady who came in and did my epidural, praise God for her, because she was amazing. Like, she made us feel really good. I think she said didn't she just get proposed to?
She had gotten proposed to that weekend prior. I feel like everything was going really smooth. We happened to go to a really good hospital here in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And pretty much it started off really well. The epidural, is a crazy experience, and our, person that came to perform the epidural was in great mood, and she was very patient. Going
into the surgery room, I was scared shitless because laying on that bed, it's like, oh no. I think I told them, I can still feel stuff. Like, give me some more medicine.
I was waiting outside of the operating room, just sitting down, very anxious, and just waiting to go inside. Once I finally got called in to walk inside, I did see a slit view of Brianna opened up, but I just remember seeing red, and I turned my head right back, and I think I stared at the ground and walked.
When he came in, I guess they were. I didn't know I was already opened up. I had no idea what was happening. Vincent started talking to me about travel. He said, so when the baby comes, after you're all healed and stuff, where's the first place you want to travel? I just remember telling him, like, I want to go back to the DR. I want to take Bella to the DR. She was 6 pounds 15 ounces at birth, and she was 21 and a half inches long. We had a long baby. As soon as they took her out, she was long, and I think we both just started like crying at that.
Happy cry.
Yeah. And
I've never happy cried before.
I said, damn, that was in me. I wanted to touch her. That was literally it. I just wanted to touch her.
Dada.
And so they finally, mama.
Don't distract. Don't interrupt it. She almost said it.
Oh
my God! You heard that?
No, she said yeah.
No.
They brought her over. We were able to take like a little picture of her, and I think I had one arm free, and so I was able to like touch her and like hug her. And then they took her out of the room and took Vincent out of the room, and I was there by myself getting closed up. And they actually removed one of the fibroids because apparently it was one that was in the way.
We did have a doula, and that made the experience so much easier. I would recommend anybody to get one if they can afford it, if they have the resources, because it's just gonna make it so much easier. You already being that person that your wife is gonna need the most, have some knowledge as far as what to do, what to expect. And we were in there ready. We knew how to go about dealing with the doctors and the nurses, what to say yes to, what to say no to. Not just being like swung around. We demanded certain things, and we didn't just say yes to everything.
The day after, I had an allergic reaction to something. So I'm allergic to penicillin, watermelon, honeydew, and cantaloupe. I don't know what I had. He also had a milkshake from McDonald's that same day, and I had a little bit of it. So many doctors and nurses came in to like see about me, try to figure out what was wrong. I definitely remember sitting there. The nurse asked me, after pumping a bunch of Benadryl in me, am I okay? And I nodded yes, but I was staring Vincent straight in his eyes, and he said she's not okay. They gave me more Benadryl, took the baby, and I knocked out. Vincent did a great job. You can become a doula.
The overall experience in the hospital was good. Just having her mom in town and the doula kind of checking in on us was amazing. Bella got here safely, and Brianna was safe too. Everything else we'll deal with afterwards.
So we were just so blessed to bring this beautiful little wild thing into the world. And so, would I do it again? Yes. I want to do it 3 more times. I want 4 children.
We're going to wait on that. We are going to wait
just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Hey, just a little bit.